We've been speaking of Rosh Hashaná in terms of the day that we recommit ourselves to fulfill the purpose of Hashem's creation. Hashem created because of Ritzono Yisbarach Lahetiv, his desire to give a relationship with him, his desire to give to all of humanity to whom, he created, his desire to give to all of humanity that he created. That's Rosh Hashanah. And when we ask for life, we're asking for meaningful life, a life of opportunity, a life of an ability to grow, become greater, to share, to help others. That was what Chaim was all about. But the essential tefillah throughout Rosh Hashanah, the bracha emtsoas of all the Shemona Esrei, is that bracha of Maloich al kol olam kulo b'chvodecha, asking Hashem to reign over humanity. Unlike Zochreinu l'chaim, where we're pleading for our lives, and again meaning meaningful lives, Maloich al kol olam kulo is focusing on Hashem. Hashem, his desire to give, his purpose in creation. You know what we're davening for? Hashem, fulfill your desire. See to it that all of humanity accesses your good. See to it that all of humanity recognizes that you're there, that you're the creator and sustainer, that you love every human being, that you really rule the earth and the heavens. Maloich al kol olam kuloi b'chvodecha. What is Hashem's kavod? When we talk about kvoid shamayim, what is that referring to? With that total recognition of the greatness of the Rebbeinu Shalom. Maloich al kol olam kuloi b'chvodecha. V'nosei al haaretz b'yikarecha, with your yikar, your splendor. V'oifa, appear. Hashem's in hiding. Yes. So many human beings, so many Jews don't know that he's there, don't know that they were created. Hoifa, come out of hiding, appear. Bahadar go'oinu zecha. I don't know of any English words that can really carry that message. Hadar kavod huzecha. Hashem's eyes, his strength, the hadar, the beauty of it. Al kol yoshvei sevel artzecha, and everyone, every human being. V'yeda kol po'ul, every creation should know ki atofi altoi. Yeda kol yitzur ki atoi yitzartoi. There are different levels of creatures, and there are even different levels of human beings. A yitzura is something that is perfected. A yitzira is something that was given form. On every level, the human beings that are more intelligent, the human beings that are less intelligent, they should all come to that realization. Anything that breathes, Hashem Elokei Yisrael Melech U'Malchusoi B'Kol Mashol. You see, within that desire to fulfill the purpose that Hashem created us for. So there's a selfish element. Zochreinu l'chaim, yes, it's in the plural, but we can't help but think about ourselves. We want the opportunity to connect to you, Hashem, because that's what we were created for. That's what you want to do. But there's still our part in it. We want that. The ultimate fulfillment of the purpose in creation, the total connection to the Rebbeinu Shalom, the true kirvas Elokim, is a feeling of, I'm not in it for me. I'm in it because that's what you want. And Derech Hashem, he pretty much says this. What does it mean that we're supposed to do mitzvah shaloi al manas lekabel pras, not for the sake of getting reward? The Mesilas Yesharim told us that our whole tachlis, right? Yisoid achsidis v'sharish avodat tmimu she's borer v'yisamei seitzel odom achoy v'osov v'yolamai. And what is that? Hadam lo nivra ela lisanig al Hashem. Our purpose is lisanig al Hashem. We were created for the sole purpose of taking pleasure in a relationship with the Ribbono Shel Olam. And that's supposed to be the goal in everything we do. Mesilas Yesharim says, right? Lishbor kol hamachitzes hamafsikos bein Olam ve'in koinoi. To break all the walls down that separate between Him and us. In everything we do, we have to ask ourselves, does this bring me closer or chalila the opposite? So if the purpose is in order to be misanig al Hashem, that means the purpose is to receive the reward. How is it that we're being told that the ideal is not to serve Hashem al manas lekabel pras? And the answer is that it's not about me. It's not about my selfish desire for pleasure. It's about my reality. It's about what Hashem created me for. Hashem created me as a recipient of His good. Now, how do you really tell the difference? And here we're getting to such fine stuff. How do you tell the difference between serving Hashem because I want that pleasure versus serving Hashem because I want to fulfill His desire to give the pleasure? In simple terms, it's doing something for a parent to give the parent nachas, or doing something for a parent because you feel so good when you do something for a parent. The difference is fine. The difference is very, very fine. How do you really know what the difference is? How can you tell where you're coming from? You see, when you're centered on my fulfillment of Hashem's desire, me, that I should see to it that I am misanig al Hashem, that I want to be the recipient, then it's very difficult not to get caught up in yourself. True, it's a madrega, that what you're living for is lisanig al Hashem and not for something in Gashmias. But nevertheless, it's still not that ultimate fulfillment of connecting to the Ribbono Shel Olam, of really becoming part of Him, kavayachol. For that, it's got to be that you care that everybody becomes a recipient of Hashem's good. Ribbono Shel Olam, you created this world to give. You created this world because of your ratzon lehitiv. See to it that everyone becomes a recipient. See to it that all of humanity accepts your gifts. That all of humanity knows that you're there and that you love them and sees everything you do for them. And that's what they live for. That's what we're asking for. So the prayer, the ikar tefillah of the whole of Rosh Hashaná is Malaych. Hashem, give. Malaych means give. Hoifa, appear. Stop hiding. Come out there in the open so that everyone will know you're there and they'll make themselves open to receiving. This is really the ikar tefillah of Rosh Hashaná. Malaych al kol ha'olam kulei b'chvodecha. Bestow your kavod on everyone. Let everyone feel the greatness of Hashem, which is the kirvas elokim litoiv. Let every yitzur, everything you created, let it feel that. Let it feel your greatness. Let it feel the kirvas elokim. That's really the ultimate. That's the real goal. That's what we have to prepare ourselves for in Elul and get to. Not just the desire to accept all the challenges and to work hard because that's the way we earn the kirvas elokim, but a real desire for Hashem's fulfillment of His purpose, that all of humanity become recipients of His good, that we all work hard, that we all work through our midas and connect to Him. Hashem, stop hiding. Make it clear to everybody that the purpose of our being in this world is to perfect ourselves and be like You and connect to You. and let all of humanity recognize Hashem Elokei Yisrael Melech. Hashem Elokei Yisrael, the Hashem that we've been talking about. The Hashem that we connect to. The Hashem that Klal Yisrael knows. That's Hashem. That's Hashem. To live, to feel close to Him, to be Mesaneg al Hashem. Kirvas Elokim in this world, and Kirvas Elokim in Olam Haba. That's the goal. That's the goal we have to reach by the time we get to Rosh Hashaná. And that should be at the forefront of our machshavas on Rosh Hashaná. You know, there's a whole discussion in the Poskim, Rosh Hashanah's Yantif, are you allowed to ask personal requests, personal needs? The idea on Rosh Hashanah really is to get yourself to the place that all you want is Kirvas Elokim, and you understand that that's really what it's about. And most of all, that you, along with all of humanity, become recipients of Hashem's good as a fulfillment of Hashem's desire to give. Because Hashem loves like no one else does. Give Him the ability to be loved by all.